what's up YouTube? It's me, Sarah, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about some lessons that I learned in 2023. So the new year just started, and honestly I know how cliche it is to say new year, new me, but honestly I don't think that's a bad thing to just want to reinvent yourself. The new year is a perfect opportunity. It feels like it's such a clean slate for you to reflect on your life and decide what direction you want to go in and what type of person you want to be, what some of your goals are for this year. So I just, have been taking some time to think back on this year that just passed and all that happened in 2023, and I can honestly say that it's really just been so transformative. I feel like this year tested me in so many ways in terms of past triggers, understanding the pressure that I put on myself, and also knowing that it is your choice how you want your life to be and how you want to end up. I really wanted to share some of the lessons I've learned. If you're in your 20s and you're currently going through it, or you want to reinvent yourself or change your life, I feel like this is the perfect year to do so. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that this year just feels so much more positive and it just feels different. Like, I can't describe it, but I feel this positivity, this so much abundance around me, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see what this year has to bring. So the first lesson is to show up means you're already halfway there. I know how hard it is sometimes to want to go into work, to want to show up to an event or put yourself out there, but the fact that you show up, you're already halfway there, and showing up really is the most difficult part. Don't limit yourself, don't talk yourself out of doing something. Show up and then decide from there if it's worth continuing to show up to something. Lesson number 2. It is not enough to want something. You have to actively plan for it. You have to decide how you're gonna get there, what's your roadmap. And honestly, the movie that really inspired this tip is A Million Miles Away. It was such an amazing movie. It's based off of the real life NASA astronaut Jose Hernandez, and it was so inspiring to see all the trials and tribulations he went through to become part of NASA. The whole movie outlines how he got there, what he did, what he had to reflect on, and how he was able to accomplish his goals and achieve his dream. I mean, the whole movie really just inspired me to take action on the things that I want and really think about how am I gonna get there. So it's not enough to want something, you have to actively plan your roadmap to get there. I know some of you are like, that's such common sense. Not to me, okay? Not to me. I was like, I thought I knew how I was gonna get to certain goals of mine, but reflecting on 2023, I was like, I need to work harder. I need to actively plan and assess what's working and what's not working, especially when it comes to content creation. Number 3, burnout is preventable. I know sometimes we feel like life is just throwing so much at us. It can be so overwhelming, and it may feel like, man, can I just get a break? Like, I have this hitting me, life, finances, personal relationship, whatever, just kind of hitting you all in the face. But to be honest, like, you have to prioritize your rest days, your recovery days, and understand burnout is preventable. It is really all task management, time management, being able to prioritize certain tasks and prioritizing when to just not do anything. Just take a break. Give yourself a rest day, and that'll help prevent burnout way down the line. Number 4, everything will always work out. This is something I have really just embraced this past year, is there is no point in stressing over things that are outside of our control. If we tried our best, if we put ourselves out there, if we applied to a job, right? If we do something and we did our part in trying, there's nothing else left for us to do, and that is just for the universe to do its part, okay? The universe will give us whatever we desire, but you have to have faith that everything will work out exactly as it's meant to be. And I know sometimes we don't get what we want right in the moment. It's okay. Don't even worry about it, because later down the line, you can't see it yet, but things are working out in your favor and you just don't know it. If you're not where you want to be in life. Trust that this is exactly where you're supposed to be. This is the perfect timing. This is the perfect situation that you're in, and just trust that everything's gonna work out for you. Number 5, stop being in denial when something is not working out. Trust your gut. Your intuition is powerful, and I cannot stress that enough. Your intuition is extremely powerful. There have been so many things that happen this past year alone that I can just be like, yeah, my gut told me something wasn't right. I was able to pick apart situations where I was like, you know, I feel like this is what's causing it. I feel like I can read this like a book. Like, I feel like I know what's going on without me even being told what's right, what's not right. And I ended up right. So it's like, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt when something doesn't feel right in your life, work related, relationship wise, whatever. Trust that whatever you're feeling is valid. Look at reality. Look at what's in front of you. Like, don't be in denial just because you're trying to like be favorable to the situation. You know what I mean? Like, look at reality and trust your gut. That leads me to my next tip. Tip number 6 is that your intuition is very powerful. You're not happy with work. If you feel like something's off about a situation, chances are you are 100% correct. Do not doubt yourself. Know that whatever feels right will feel right, and you should follow what does feel right to your heart, to your mind, your body, your soul. Like, don't go against that, because you're only going to hurt yourself in the end. Do what feels right. Do what your intuition is telling you to, and really be in tune with your needs and what actually does make you happy. Tip number 7. Sometimes it is just not your season of luck, and that's okay. Your time will come, okay? A quote that I really liked after watching Only Murders in the Building: you can afford to take your time, but you cannot afford to waste your time. What that really meant to me and like how it resonated is that your time will come. Be patient, but don't waste your time worrying about things that's outside of your control. Don't waste your time focusing on things that don't really matter to you. If you're doing things where you're trying to actively like better yourself, you're not wasting your time. This season of stagnancy or this season of things not working out the way you want is not a waste, okay? This is just not your season of luck. It is not your season yet, right? To see the harvest of all the seeds that you planted, but your time will come. So don't rush it. Don't be impatient. Trust in the process and trust in your efforts in trying to get somewhere in your life. Wait patiently. Don't compare yourself to others, and know that your time will come as long as you just keep trying. Don't give up. Just be patient and trust in the universe. Tip number 8. Everyone around you is also getting older. This really hit me looking at my parents, looking at my friends, and all the different stages we've gone through. And just looking around me, looking at my dogs, my fur sons, you know, we're all getting older. Time is never guaranteed. The future is not guaranteed. So you want to cherish the time that you have with the people that you love, doing the things that you love, because tomorrow isn't even guaranteed. So that really resonated with me this past year, is that we're all getting older. You know what I mean? Like, something I saw, I think on TikTok, is that your age is kind of like how fast you're driving a car. Right? So if you're like 30, you're driving 30 miles per hour. That's kind of like the rate at which your life is speeding. If you're 50, you're driving at 50 miles per hour. So as you get older, it just feels like things start moving faster and faster, and the years start blurring together. And before you know it, you know, you're a senior citizen, like you're elderly. And, you know, when you look back on your life, you want it to be something where you enjoyed it with the people that you love. So that just really hit home for me. Hold your loved ones closer. You never know what the future may hold. Tip number 9 is that your emotions are the guides to your triggers. There have been multiple instances where I was slapped in the face in terms of like my emotions. Things that I thought I healed from resurfaced this year, and I was like, whoa, okay, maybe I'm not as healed as I thought I was. And that's okay, you know, take those opportunities, dig deep within yourself, and try to understand, process, like, why did that evoke so much emotion for me? What type of emotions was I feeling? And where do you think it ties back to? Your emotions are your guides. Validate them, listen to why you're feeling the way that you feel, but also take the opportunity to switch up your reaction to the trigger. Don't be triggered and resort to your previous ways because you're not making progress, you know what I mean? Like, you're not trying to be better. You're not trying to change, you know what I mean? Like, get rid of those triggers. Just release it. Let go of what doesn't serve you. A quote that I really liked is that the happiest people are the first ones to forget. If you have not forgotten certain details of who hurt you, what happened, you're still hurt. You're still holding on to things. And that is a talk that I had to have with myself, is that why are you letting this affect you? You know what I mean? Like, you are so much older, like so much time has passed. Like, why does that still have a hold on you? And I was like, I choose to be happy, and I'm releasing it. I'm letting go of what doesn't serve me, and trust me, it just lifted a weight, a burden off my shoulders when I realized I can change the narrative. I don't have to let this weigh me down anymore. And my very last tip number 10, is that it's okay to be lost. It's okay to say, I don't know, when it comes to your life or what direction you're gonna go in. What matters the most, and this is something I'm still trying to grasp, is your perception of yourself. What matters is how you see yourself, how you love yourself, and how you believe that whatever you're going through, whatever you're still working on, it doesn't define you. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean you're not capable. It doesn't mean that you're a loser, you're a bum, or you suck just because you're not where you want to be in life. Your perception of yourself is the only thing that matters, because I promise you, so many people are gonna whisper about you, talk about you, whisper it in your ear, but you can't let that affect you, because that's just gonna stray you further and further from your main path and your main purpose in life, whatever that may be. So the more in tune you are with yourself and you have this positive self-image, trust me, it's going to attract so many more opportunities and so much more abundance, and it's going to open so many more doors for you, because you don't view yourself negatively. You don't let what people say about you get to your head. It's okay to say, I don't know. You don't owe anybody an explanation, and just keep figuring yourself out and seeing what truly resonates with you. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. This is just like a short list of all the lessons I learned in 2023. I feel like these were the most important, and I just hope that this resonated with some of y'all. I hope that this helps some of y'all realize you're not alone, you know? You are not alone when it comes to life and figuring life out and navigating all that life throws at us, okay? If you haven't already, please make sure to check the description box down below. I'll link related videos of mine that you may also find helpful. And I really hope that this is your best year yet. Keeping fingers crossed. I believe in it. I'm manifesting it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And please stay tuned. I post every single week.